They're, of course, here to discuss the big stories of the day. With me is Jane Hamsher, founder and publisher of Firedoglake.com. Also with us, senior congressional correspondent for the Huffington Post, Ryan Grimm. And out of the right corner, here comes Republican strategist John Feenery. All right, guys, first question for you tonight. What more can he do? Once again today, Representative Anthony Weiner addressed reporters over his Twitter controversy.
Made it very clear I did not send the picture that my Twitter account had been hacked, and this prank apparently has been successful. But after hours, almost 11 hours of answering questions, any that anyone wanted to put, today I'm going to have to get back to work doing the job that I'm paid to do.
Now the Republicans have joined in, and that's part of the problem. Now they made it bigger, right? Because Eric Cantor comes in, and he had something to say. Let's actually watch that for you guys.
The American people are right in saying that they don't have tolerance for this repeated kind of activity going on surrounding their elected leaders.
Right.
I just think, again, think about his wife. I mean, I'm really saddened for his wife, and I think they've only been married a short time.
I mean, you're bringing his wife into it when almost everybody at this point thinks that he was hacked in some way or another. And then, Jane, he's talking about elected leaders. How about David Vitter? How about Larry Craig? How about Mark Foley? How about Chris Lee? I go down the list. And Weiner didn't even do anything wrong.
Well, you know, I think you did hit the nail on the head when you said the words Andrew Breitbart. If he is now the gold standard for news, if we've got, you know, in Congress right now, they have a resolution to disapprove of the war in Libya that they won't let onto the floor because they think it would pass. But we're now going into day 4 of Weinergate. I mean, if Andrew Breitbart is, you know, can generate a 4-day media frenzy, then maybe Jon Stewart should be able to, too. He says he was a personal friend of Anthony Weiner's, and there's no way that that could be a photo of him because he's not that big. So if we're going into day 4, I think somebody's going to have to take out a tape measure.
Now, next question. Is the GOP trashing the economy? Now, this is a fun question. The fact is, high unemployment would help the GOP beat President Obama in 2012. And no American president since Franklin Delano Roosevelt has won a second term in office when unemployment rate has been above 7.2%. So is the GOP purposely trying to hamper job growth by proposing draconian spending cuts in an effort to take back the White House? It's funny how the big businesses wind up getting huge breaks for what is supposed to help small business. They're sitting on $1.6 trillion and not doing a damn thing with it. Now, look, Jane, Ryan might be right about the 80 guys that just came in. They seem genuinely earnest, and you know, look, you might disagree, and I disagree with a lot of what they say, but I believe that they are earnest to some degree, right or wrong, right? But the old Republican hands, they know that if you cut spending in the middle of a tough economic times, you're not going to create jobs, you're going to cost jobs. To me, I think that they're eating that up.
But that seems to be the conventional wisdom across the political spectrum right now. Everybody's an austerity freak. And you're absolutely right. Ryan's absolutely right in that there is no jobs program out there. There's nobody who has the courage to say right now, to be the adult in the conversation and say we need to have a jobs program to put people back to work. And the thing that we should be doing, the last thing that we should be doing is cutting state budgets and firing people, that it will only make the problem worse. So, you know, it's not just the 80 people who have come in. It seems to be everybody. And they're saying it whether they believe it or not, because that's where conventional wisdom is baked these days.